Kaya,
This meeting is being recorded.
yeah. Tingnan ko. Kunin ko lang yan, yung chapter 12, no? So, maraming folders. Let's see. 9, 13. Teka, saan napunta yung 12? Eleven, 8.
Kaya nga, pang gawin miss.
Teka, sorry. Kailangan ko lang yung file ko.
Apo.
12. Yun. Okay. So 12.3. And
Saka ano po pala, ilang po ang chapters dito? Parang 15 yata po yung chapters. So yung 15,
ano yan?
parang 15 chapters yata po. So
16.
16. So isa pong book po, isang box ng folders.
Siguro madalawa or even 3. Kasi expanded ako magsulat eh.
Apo.
Ayokong yung alam ko may iba na kaya magsulat ng gumagamit pa ng technical pen para super liit ng handwriting. Hindi ako nasisiyahan sa ganun eh. So, ayan.
Apo.
12.3. Check ko lang yan. 12.3. So, stationary points. Bakit parang the curve is one station. Kaya hanapin ko lang yan. Number 8. Bakit yun? Teka, saan galing to? 12.3 yan, ano? So, bakit? Hindi yan okay, kita ko na. Number 8, 12.
Number 8, hindi ko po nalagay yung 12.
Okay na, nahanap ko na rin.
Apo.
Number 8, so 12C, number 8. Okay. So, okay. So, yung derivative for x over x squared plus 1 square. Tapos 0 when x equals 0, y equals 0. The coordinates of the turning point are 0, 0. And then may table of signs, minus 0 plus. So, minimum. Okay. Yung second derivative test, tinry mo rin.
Pero yata po, so para i-derivative na rin po to. Parang it is less practical.
Pero hindi, ano yan eh. Siguro parang yan, consistency check.
Abo.
Okay, sige. Pero yung sige, pero okay na, I think okay na rin yan eh. So, yung number 9, patingin. Okay. Y equals, so yung derivative, negative 3 over 2x minus 1 to the 3 halves. Okay, there are no stationary points. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, number 10, patingin. So negative 1 over 3x minus 5 square. Uh,
Iba na rin yung skin.
Teka, bakit? I think ano yan eh. Hindi ko pwedeng i-cancel out yung 3x minus 5 square. Instead, ang i-argue mo dyan, kasi di ba, 3x minus 5 square is positive.
Oo.
Which means, negative 1 over a positive number is
Negative.
negative. So, ang mangyayari, yung result niyan is always less than 0. Yeah, so the derivative is always less than 0. Tapos, yung, yeah, always less than 0. Tapos ano siya eh, wala siyang, yung x goes to infinity, okay, yung derivative nagsi-0. Pero, hindi define yung infinity kasi eh. So, no turning points. Okay. Number 11, patingin. Kaya, ganito, wag mong i-equate sa, wag mong i-equate sa 0. Instead, teka, di ba may line, yung second line mo, wag mo isulat na equal to 0. Isulat mo na less than 0 siya. Strictly less than 0. Yeah. Tapos, since the derivative is never 0, since for turning points, but for turning points, diba, dy dx is equal to 0. So, there are no turning points. Kaya share ko yung para paano isulat. Kasi, di ba, share ko yung screen ko. Okay lang.
Apo.
Okay. Share a window. Okay. So, this is okay. So, yung di ba, ang number 10 ng ginagawa natin, no? So, y is equal to 2x minus 3. And then, at the end, makukuha natin na dy dx is negative 1 over 3x minus 5 square. Okay. Ngayon, since 3x minus 5 square is greater than 0, dy dx is less than 0. So ito yung sasabihin. But for stationary points, dy dx is equal to 0. Kaya, rearrange natin. Sorry. I think mas maganda na ganito. For stationary points, dy dx is equal to 0. Ito. Tapat natin to.
What?
And
Select. Nice.
okay, akit natin to. And then since dy dx is Sorry. Dito ka. Yeah. Since dy dx is not equal to 0, then there are no stationary points. Or therefore, I think mas maganda yung therefore. There are no stationary points.
Turning or stationary.
Since dy dx is never 0, there are no stationary points. I think okay na yung ganyan. Para lang, ito, kinumpute, ito yung condition for stationary points. Doesn't happen for our function. No, therefore, no stationary points.
Apo.
Para malinaw lang yung argument. Anyway, stop sharing na ako. Tapos, tingnan natin yung 11 naman. Okay, so, ang derivative ay pinumbine mo siya into a single expression. Tapos, what's the stationary point at 212? Tapos, pinumpute mo, tapos,
Elimination.
yeah. Okay, so 2a, bakit may x cubed?
Saan mo?
Ito yung derivative, di ba? Ngayon, yung condition na stationary at 212, dapat dy dx evaluated at x equals 2 is equal to 0. So,
Tama.
hindi siya pwedeng for x. Itong ano, yung 1, 2, 3, fourth line. So, hindi dapat 2a cubed minus b equals 0. Instead, evaluated yan at x equals 2.
So, dapat over 2 po? Ay, dapat over 4?
Yung ano, ganito. Ito yung expression mo for, pwede kasi tanggalin mo muna to. Tanggalin mo yung third line at saka fourth line. And then, kasi ang ano yan, ang condition natin dito ay 212 is stationary, di ba? So what does that imply about A and B? So we should get an equation for A and B. Okay. So at x equal to 2, dy dx is 0. Yan. And then, gawin mo yung substitution. 0 equals
2, 6.
yan. I think ano yan. In next, instead of this, tanggalin mo na lang yung ganito. Dy dx is equal to 0, which implies 16a minus b over 4 equals 0. So next line yun. So 0 is 16 a minus b over 4. Yan. And then yung next line, ito na, yung 16a minus b is equal to 0.
Abo.
Okay, so we have one equation from the derivative. And then, yung other condition passes through. So, okay na. So, x equals 2 into y. Pag sinubstitute naman yan, so yung second equation ay 12 equals 4a plus b over 2. So, okay na. And then, at the end, solve the system to get, okay, yung nakuha mo, a equals 1, b equals 16. Ayun. It's mostly ano yan eh. Yung part lang na to na para step by step klaro kung ano nangyayari. Huwag mo i-combine into a single step yung may part na involving some reasoning. Kaya ano yan eh. Kaya kita mo na pinaseparate ko yung dy dx equals 0 to get the equation. Kasi someone who reads it at di niya makikita yung separation na yan, hindi niya maiisip na, implication yung dy dx equals 0 implies this equation. Okay? Yun lang naman. Now, let's go to the next, determine whether 212 is a maximum or a minimum. Okay, so, ang ginawa mo na, no, table of signs. So, 212, so minus 0 plus minimum. Okay. Sige. Okay na yan. Yung sa table of signs lang, yung recommendation ko, share ko. Kasi hindi klaro what kind of table of signs it is eh. Ang recommendation ko lang ganito. When you write a table of signs, kailangan naka-specify what exactly is it a table of signs of. So, for example, ito. Let's say ito yung magiging table of signs natin. So, sulat mo yung dy dx, and then kung nasa ito, 2, and then minus, and then 0, and then plus. Tapos yung nandito naman na x yung ginagamit nating pang label is sa taas. Or I think pwedeng ang ganito eh, para hindi magulo. X yun nasa taas. So para kita, kasi pansin ko wala nakalagay na na you're making a table of signs of the derivative. And that's why yung label na to, importante. Okay? Sige, balik tayo dun sa sa ginagawa mo. So, nakuha na, so for number 12, minimum point. Kaya, next page. Yan. Nawala ba yung Teka, anong number na to?
Yun.
Yeah, yan. So, yung tinan mo yung left-hand side, instead of x minus 8 over x squared, i-label mo lang yan as dy dx. And then yung axis, i-label mo rin, x-axis yan. Yeah.
Nice. Abo.
Sige. Yung number 12 naman, tingnan natin. So, dy dx is this. So, when x is equal to negative 1, okay, nakuha na yung derivative equals 0. Therefore, you will get this equation. Tapos, yung other condition ay when x equals negative 1 passes through negative 1, 4. Inisip ko na eh, yung, for example, ako alam ko na sinubstitute mo yung x equals -1 sa derivative dito sa first column mo. Ito, hindi klaro kung when x equals -1, 4 equals a minus b plus 5. Where did that come from?
Hindi ko po tagal. Hindi ko po nalagay. Ba? Kaya parang po may kulang. Kasi inunod ko lang. Hindi ko nalagay.
Okay, so -1. Ngayon, yung kasunod, yung when x is equal to -1, tingnan mo, may tinalon ka dyan. Di ba? Yung next line, yung when x equals -1, sa lower left. Yan, yung when x equals -1, medyo milagroso yung process yan. So, paano nakuha yan? Okay. Walang select and move yan, ano?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay, sige. Anyway, ano yan eh? Yung pwede mong gawin para mas malinaw yan for the reader ay since y equals 4 when x equals -1, since y equals 4 when x equals -1, ayan. And then, dyan, at least medyo may hint na yung babasa na nag-substitute ka dun sa functional form. Okay? So once meron na yan, okay, di ba, may dalawang equations ka na, solve for them, makukuha mo na yung a equals 3 and b equals 4.
Aba.
Nung sinolve mo ba to, diretso ka na dito sa Jamboard or ginawa mo muna sa papel?
Ginawa ko muna po sa papel.
Sa papel, mas maiksi po eh. Ganun po. Sabi nga sa akin, dapat kinukumpleto mo sinabi na. Tsaka, nag-allow po kami ng mas maraming, mas marami pang sheets eh.
Anyway, yun yung ano, or pwedeng go, mas maganda pa rin sa papel yung ano eh, yung first ano mo kasi hindi ka pa nakaranas ka na ba ng problem na multiple pages? Like 5 pages worth?
Hindi po 5 pages, mga siguro 4 pages.
Okay. Ano siya eh, kaya mas maganda yung paper kasi ang ginagawa ko A4 kasi pag meron akong ang longest problem set na na-encounter ko so far, I think 20 pages for a single question.
Isa pang problem po yan?
Oh, isang problem lang yun.
Oh? Pain.
Ano yan problem set. Yung thesis is actually just one long problem set. So more.
Abo.
Pero ano yun eh, kasi kapag meron kang multiple page na problem set, maganda na pwede mong ilatag sila on a single piece on a table para kaya mong makita kagad yung mga sagot. Kaya mahirap mag-solve sa sa purely on a computer screen eh. Kasi wala kang bird's eye view ng lahat ng ginagawa mo. Anyway, ito. So, okay na. So, nahap na natin A and B. Ang tinatanong, determine the nature of the stationary point. Okay, so kinompute mo yung derivative at gumawa ka ng table of signs. Tapos, stationary point is at 0, 5. Nag-second, tapos, okay, plus plus. So, point of inflection. Yung second derivative test, nag-fail. Okay. Sige, okay na yan. So, point of inflection siya. Number 13. AX plus BO. Stationary point 1/2, 12. When x equals 1/2, lagyan mo lang na yung sa part 1, when x equals 1/2, y equals 12. Para lang may guide lang na it's still not as easy to understand, pero at least may ano yun na yung next line comes from the same condition, from the previously stated condition.
Opo.
Okay, ngayon yung next, dy dx has stationary point. So dy dx is this, and then yung next line, when x equals 1/2, dy dx is equal to 0, and then makukuha mo na yung equation na ano. Okay, ngayon, check ko lang yun ano. Dy dx is equal to 0. So, ang dapat na makuha natin, 0 is equal to a minus 16b. Ayan. Tapos kinumpute mo yung second derivative, no? Okay, so may two equations for two unknowns. You should get a 16b equals 1. Okay, yung next part 2. Determine the nature of the stationary point. Okay. So nag-second derivative test ka. Okay, so it's a minimum. Tapos yung part 3, find the range of values for which the curve is an increasing function. So x is greater than 1/2. Okay. Actually, kaya nung nature of the stationary point, dahil nung binasa ko yung part 3, kailangan ko rin gumawa ng table of signs dyan eh. So, hindi ko na kinumpute yung second derivative. Nag-table of signs lang ako.
Opo.
Para ma-reuse ko yung table of signs sa part 3. Okay, pero that works. Get the second derivative, use the second derivative test. Okay, number 14, find the value of P and Q. So, yung stationary point condition gives us one equation. When when x equals 2, lagyan mo lang ng when x equals 2, y is 21.
When x equals to y is
Yung, ano yan eh, ang ginawa mo kasi dito, yung derivative condition eh. So, hindi dyan. Para alam na nagpo-proceed yung next equation from that condition. Okay, and then solve the system, 2p plus, and we'll get p is -9, q is 24, okay? Ngayon, part 2 naman, patingin. So, 2 and 21, 4 and 17. And then to determine the nature, the second derivative test ka. Okay. So, 221 is a maximum. 417 is a minimum. Okay. Ngayon, part 4, patingin. Find the minimum gradient of the curve and the value of x when the minimum gradient occurs. Okay, so yung minimize natin yung derivative, no?
Opo.
So, second derivative. Tapos, nag-table of signs ka na for the second derivative.
Opo.
Pwedeng lagyan mo lang ng dy dx yan. D squared y dx squared. And then, may label yung axis mo, x. Okay, so minus 0 plus occurs at x equals negative 3. Tapos, teka, ano yung check ko lang yan. The value of x when the minimum gradient occurs. So kinumpute mo rin yung minimum gradient. Okay, although hindi siya hinihingi.
Opo.
Okay, tama. Pero the value is negative 3. Yung alternative solution, actually yung mga ganito, pag tingnan mo balik. Tingnan natin uli yung minimum gradient. Yung gradient function. Balik tayo doon. So, previous page. Medyo, tingnan mo yung form ng gradient. Medyo overkill yung mag-derivative test, di ba? Kasi kung gusto mong mahanapin yung minimum or maximum value, pwede kang mag-complete the square eh. Di ba?
Opo.
Quadratic function yun eh. So, yung maximum or minimum, pwede mong gamitin yung techniques ng chapter 2.
Opo.
Okay? So, yun. Ngayon, 12C15, patingin. So hindi ko pa tapos dito?
Hindi pa po.
Sige. Tingnan ko na lang.
Yung 16 daw, hindi niya daw po alam.
May 16. Ano yata ang page 1? 12C16. Sige. Yung graphical approach. Teka, when x equals 2, anong condition yung ginamit mo para makuha yan? Okay, so yung stationary condition. Okay. Yun. Teka, wait. Sorry. Kaya pala parang may weird na ano. Wait.
Hmm.
Yung derivative ay... sige. Mhm. 36x. Sige. Okay na.
Apo.
So, q equals negative 1 yan, no? P equals -4. Sige. So, yung part 2 naman,
Next.
-34 and 3/4. Okay. Okay. Para ma-determine yung nature ng stationary points, anong gagamitin mo?
Kung second derivative po gana. Kung hindi, first derivative naman.
Sige. Okay, so, wait. Pakisulat mo ng dy dx. With yung values na. Parang may kulang. 12. -12x squared plus 6x plus 36. Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Parang may mali. First derivative test na lang po kasi yun lang nakasulat eh.
6.
Pagkagyan ng marami kong buburihin.
Okay. So,
Since the people tapos at 8, delete mo lahat.
There's something funny means moving to it. Okay, there. What is this again? Then.
teka, 2x minus 3.
Abo.
Parang ano, di ba kapag ganyan, dapat yung square at saka yung constant term pareho ng sign. Yeah, bakit ganyan? Negative 12x squared plus 6x.
Lagay mo
Yeah, sorry. Tingnan natin. Plus 30.
polynomial muna para.
So yung middle term, yeah.
Hindi ka nasulat.
Polynomial mo muna para sure kapag ka kung sa error.
What?
Okay na yun.
Nalito ako. Okay.
And then part 4.
Much space. Okay.
Teka, di ba kinompute mo na yung signs? May table of signs ka na eh, so dapat masasagot mo na yan.
I just realized. Increase.
Or pwede gumawa ka ng open interval dun sa sige, okay na yan. So, greater than 0.
I mean, at.
Or function is increasing in this interval.
Is increasing.
Okay. Yung sa, so okay na yan. So negative 3 halves. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung number 16. Pwedeng kopyahin mo yung yung question.
Breathe.
Kailangan mo yung graphs.
Ganda ba?
Okay. So, tingnan mo yung mula sa graph, okay, determine the coordinates of the maximum and minimum points of the graph. Tapos, yeah. Without finding the equation of the function, determine the coordinates of the maximum and minimum points. Okay. So, para malaman yung possible maxima and minima, ano yung requirement? So stationary points occur when?
When d by dx is equal to 0.
Okay, so tingnan mo yung graph. Kailan nangyayari yun?
Ano po, is it safe to just assume na po na that those are exactly where they hit?
Yeah. Kasi pwede mong i-assume na exact na yan. So, when okay. Ngayon, para malaman yung condition for a maximum, ano dapat? Second derivative test.
Maximum when positive 0 negative.
Yeah. From the second derivative test. Kasi pwede mong tingnan yung second derivative test eh. Para magamit natin sa graph.
Pag less than 0.
Okay, so for these functions, so for x equals 1, x equals 4, and x equals 6, kailan nangyayari na negative yung value ng second derivative? Tingnan mo, i-match mo. When x is equal to 1, tingnan mo yung sa second derivative. When x equals 1, yan, ano yung value ng second derivative? Positive or negative?
Positive mo.
So positive second derivative. Pag x equals 4, ano yung sign ng second derivative?
Negative mo.
Okay. So, alam na natin yung signs ng first and second derivative kapag at x equals 1, 4, and 6. So, ano yung conclude natin na kailan nangyayari maximum minima?
At x equals 4 mo. Maximum.
Yeah. Dalawa yung possible values na mako-consider natin, di ba? For negative yung ano. So gusto natin na for maximum decreasing. Okay, negative 4. 4. Yung minimum pala yung may dalawang possibilities. Okay, so ngayon, binigyan din tayo ng values eh. When x is equal to 1, y equals negative 2. When x equals 4, y is 5. And when x equals 6, y equals 2. So, kailangan mo i-state lang. 1 negative 2 is ko lang yun. 12, 11 to. So, 16. Okay. Yung final na ano, sketch the graph of the function what y at y equals f of x. Sayang walang graphing paper background dyan, ano?
Apo.
Kailangan naman yata po yung positive lang naman.
Set background. Tingnan mo, set background.
Ah,
Ayun, meron. Meron po.
real. Okay.
Okay. Tapos may binigay na coordinates eh. 1, negative 2. So, ang may information lang tayo ay hanggang 6 lang. Or slightly after 6. Tapos gumamit ka ng ibang color, red, halimbawa, para ma-mark mo lang yung points na binigay.
Saka na pala po. 1, 2. Ano, hanggang ano, saan po yung, ano, yung y? Hanggang 5 lang. So,
Hmm.
ano ba? 1, 2.
Red to gamitin mo rin. Tama yung mark.
Okay na yan. Okay. Kasi, so, mark the points yung na binigay. 1, -2.
Four, five.
4, 5. Saka 6.
60.
6, 2.
Abo.
Okay. Ngayon, ayan, ang ano kasi dito, walang scale eh, di ba? So, tingnan natin. Okay. Tingnan mo yung ano dyan eh. Tingnan mo yung table of signs nung derivative. At saka nung, sorry. Tingnan mo ulit yung graphs nung derivative. Wala tayong table of signs. Graphs pala. Kailangan mo siyang tingnan habang ginagawa yan eh. So, buksan mo yung book para may guide ka.
Na ano po. Wait, ano po. Copy. Parang tatanggal naman po yun. So,
I think, ayan. So,
minus slope negative. Positive. Hanggang 4. Tapos negative ulit. Positive ulit 6. Para sa itong ganyan. Okay.
yeah.
Y, dx.
Teka. Yung, check mo yung signs ng ano. So, mula 1 hanggang 4, yung function ay increasing. Kasi panay positive yung signs. Tapos, yung point na magpapalit ng curvature is actually kapag 0. So, it should happen at x equals 2. Tingnan mo yung ano. 1/2 pala. Kasi tingnan mo yung kailan nagsi-0 yung second derivative. Yeah. 0 yung second derivative somewhere between 1 and 2 eh. So, dyan siya nagpapalit ng curvature. Ang tawag yun, nung concavity. So, concave upward and then magiging concave downward. Tapos, between 0 and 1, dapat decreasing yung function. Where exactly it starts, mahirap makuha from the graph eh. So, pili ka na lang.
Yeah. Parang approximate.
Makukuha natin yung exactly kung alam natin yung values kasi. Okay, tapos dyan, ngayon, tingnan mo yung tingnan natin yung between 4 and 6. Ano yung sign ng derivative?
Bababa po, negative.
Ngayon, tingnan mo. Sige, gawin mo yung connect mo. Okay, ngayon. Stop. Ngayon, tingnan natin tong yung signs ng derivative between 4 and 6 based sa graph. may minimum ka between 5 and 6, oh. 0 yung derivative doon.
Opo.
Hindi pwede yan. Gusto lang natin decreasing hanggang umabot tayo sa 6. So it should not increase. Yung kanyang graph mo may increase, may positive derivative between 5 and 6. Ayan.
Yun po.
And then, yung from 6, increasing na uli kasi positive na yung derivative.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ay, whoops. Ah.
So dapat slightly after 6, mag-increase na. Yan. Okay. Now, before you continue there, saan ba nag-change ng concavity? Check natin yung second derivative. Saan nag-zero yung second derivative? Between 4 and 5. So, yung concavity niya, magpapalit between, tingnan mo, between 4 and 5, somewhere, kanina, opening downward, tapos magsisimula yung opening upward.
Opening down.
And then, mag-open upward. So, meron kang point of inflection dyan. Yeah. So dyan, magpapalit ng curve, ng pagiging concave upward and then downward. Yeah. Okay. What else can we get? Kaya, balik tayo sa derivative ulit kasi para lang ma-check yung first part. Tingnan natin yung 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
So, ano ito yung tingnan natin yung graph ng derivative.
Opo.
Okay, look at 1 and 2. Yung 0, 1, and 2. Yung interval na yun.
1.
Medyo mahirap yung kasi naghahap tayo na yung negative part at yung positive part equal. Or magkasing equal areas. Anyway, we'll talk, I think mas maganda na gawin natin yan kapag may definite integral na. So at least this is a word, babalikan natin yung part na to pagdating sa definite integrals.
Opo.
Kasi may may interpretation pati area Yung area under the curve is actually the integral.
Opo.
Okay, so kaya yung broken line okay lang. So yung how it is exactly, we'll revisit natin.
Opo.
Okay, kasi mahirap na without the definite integral, mahirap siyang i-set up. Okay, kaya ano sa ba? Okay, anyway, since it's 6:11, we'll stop here and then we'll just continue on Sunday ulit.
Opo.
Yan, pwede mo nang simulan yung next problem, yung word problems na yung section 12.4 So simulan mo na lang, pakita mo sa akin kung yung nagawa mo dito on Sunday. And then you'll continue from there.
Opo.
Okay, so we'll stop here. I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Okay po.
Thank you
Thank you
po.
po.